Intro mengia? Bonadeno? Oh yeah, I can see it counting down and I think we are coming live, Mr. Mwita?
Yes, we're good. Wewe tunangoja.
Oh, ni mimi mkono nasubiri. Okay, this is the which day? The 14th day of April. This is the year 2022. Tunasema karibu sana katika The Focus Group. My name is Sharon Paul and kama kawa tuko hapa na Thuku Mwita Thuku and as we always come to you every Friday, this is the Chill Out Friday edition and then The Focus Group. Please remember to follow us and make sure that you leave a comment, subscribe, and let us know where you're watching us from whenever you're coming to us live. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook on Mwita Thuku Mwita, that is on Facebook. Sharon Paul SP, that is on Facebook as well. And pale kwenye mtandao wa kijamii wa YouTube, pale kwenye Sharon Paul Media and Thuku Mwita Thuku. And now, today being a Friday, Mr. Mwita.
Yes.
Please salamia watu.
Habari ya leo wananchi.
Wananchi, kwa niaba ya wananchi tuko salama, tuko sadakta.
Mko sadakta. Today is a great day. It is the 14th of April.
Yes.
The year is 2023.
Kabisa.
A day like this last year.
That's why I needed you to do the introduction, but it's okay. Proceed.
A day like this last year, a very beautiful thing was born. The TFG, that is the Focus Group. It was born a day like this. It was a team of 3 people. It was me, Mr. Boniface, and I can't really remember the name of the cameraman. And we had a guest, Mr. Mark Bichachi.
I remember. So yes. I've watched it 1,000 times.
You've watched it 1,000 times.
I know Bichachi very well.
Yeah, that is the time that BBI was burning.
Yeah.
And we had a very candid discussion with Mr. Mark Bichachi on BBI. I was partially involved in the development of BBI. They involved me.
I'm knowing many things today. Proceed.
I went to Bomas and I was there. It was a very difficult time. It was a very interesting time. I learned a lot. And after the process, that is when we ventured to this with Mr. Mark Bichache. How are you, sir? He's watching.
I know. And a lot of
yes.
respect and a very big salutation to you, Mr. Mark Bichache, wherever you are.
Yes.
Shukran sana. You helped give birth to this baby called The Focus Group.
The Focus Group.
Happy birthday to The Focus Group.
Yes.
And congratulations, Mr. Thuku Mwita.
And not forgetting a very, very important person. We spoke today and he told me to remember him, Mr. Ted. Kitusuru Mana Hotel. That is where we shot our very, very, very first shot.
Yani mulikuwa mna shoot Kitusuru?
Yes, we shot our very first video at Kitusuru Mana Hotel.
What happened?
We had some land dispute and the hotel had to shift. But they're coming up in Karen. We are going to be visiting them really soon once they open up. Mr. Ted. Kitusuru Mana Hotel was one of the most prestigious hotels in this country. And we got a space there. Thank you very much, Mr. Ted. I think thank you very much. And thank you and thank you and thank you very much again. We're going to be visiting Kitusuru Mana very soon. When they set up shop at Karen, we're going to be there. We're going to be the people that are going to open up that hotel. We're going to take it all the way to its glory days. Mr. Sharon.
Yes, please.
To you.
Now, today being Friday, we are just having a very easy conversation, and as always, we always try and bring you very candid topics and conversations, matters to do with the state of the nation, matters to do with the politics, matters to do with education, health, entertainment. Now, kama leo ni Friday, we cannot go very far from entertainment. However, we still have a few other topics that we'll be touching a little bit on as we proceed. Being a Friday, ulisema watu nakutana wapi leo?
Sasa nilikuwa na mpango ya Kasavera lakini nasikia mambo imechemuka, mambo imebadilika. Nasikia mambo imebadilika tena.
Nini imefanyika Kasawera?
I just got a call. Tukiwa karibu kuanza right after you did your live shot. I got a call from a friend of mine.
The pre-production.
Yes. Unajua shida jamaa anachemukaga tu akifikiria. Mimi sijui yake. Lakini thank you very much brother. Ameniambia he's going to visit some other place, so we are going to make reschedules for that. So my apologies, lakini nasikia asha notify kila mtu. It was not my scene. Mimi nilikuwa na get crash. So yeah, I think we make other plans. Wakili anasema nini?
Wakili kidogo tumewasiliana lakini haijakuwa kikamilifu, but I've equally received a call from anaitwa Ken Munene.
Oh, Ken Munene.
Ken Munene, popote pale ulipo, in a short while when we are done with this show, we'll be keeping in touch so that we can see how the Friday is going. Wherever you are, enjoy responsibly, na pia tujue kwamba overindulgence katika hii mambo ya adult beverage inaweza kuleta madhara katika maisha yetu. So
I said a video today. Niliokota kitu mahali. Did you see my video today?
Yeah, I saw your video.
There is a lady that is giving very free advice there.
Yeah, niliona. Alikuwa anasema endelea.
Would you have that shot? Uchezee watu kidogo.
I think it is somewhere.
Wakenya, kama unanunuliwa pombe leo, tafadhali listen to this clip because I think you're going to learn so much and you're going to get extra alcohol. Please. If you do not have a budget today, ninapiga hii kelele ndio uko ukitafuta hiyo kitu.
Nimeipata and we are coming to it there.
Uchezee watu hii kitu.
6 years old. I'm a female and I do male gender. Okay, there are 5 rules. 5 rules of people who are drinking and not buying. I mean, people who are drinking every day, they are not using their money, they are not using their resources. Yes, people who are drinking daily and not buying. Rule number 1, entertain the buyer.
Rule number 1.
Security of the buyer.
Umesikia rule number 1 anasemaje?
Entertain the buyer.
Buyer asiboeke.
Wakili, ukinunua pombe leo, tutapiga sherehe, tutakudansia mpaka juu ya meza. Second rule.
Don't take more than the buyer.
The second rule was be the security.
The buyer is taking Gilbis and you are talking of John Walker. No, take less than the.
Usikunywe zaidi ya mnunuzi. Kama mnunuzi amechukua ile mvinyo ambayo
the second rule ilikuwa security.
Security.
Be the security
of the buyer. And usipishane na mnunuzi.
Usipishane na mnunuzi.
When the buyer is doing double black, please cheza hapo kwa kona yake. Nini hii inaitwa chiromo hii? Chrome vodka.
Iko gin.
You amazing, but you can't run parallel, eh?
Cheza chini.
Acha tusikie rule number 3 ama 4.
Buyer, don't finish before the buyer. Wait until the buyer is about to finish. Don't rush. Wait until the buyer is about to.
Unajua amemaanisha nini?
Usichape chwa.
Do not finish alcohol before the buyer. Usipige flash.
Yeah, sema don't flash.
Don't flash.
Sasa hakikisha kwamba hiyo ni rule number 4 nadhani ama number 5.
Number 5.
When the buyer is there with you, please angalia vile the buyer anachukua mvinyo wake. Unajua mara mingi wanga tuko na watu ambao wamestarabika sana. They only take sips. Lakini kuna wale ambao wanakuja utamu wake ama yeye starehe yake ni kuona the bottle is drained. Acha hiyo tabia. Mwita.
Mbona unaniangalia SP?
Usikunywe.
When the buyer is about to order, then he can remember you. He can remember you. And then, last but not the least, strip or wash the buyer.
Ati?
Kama sikumpata vizuri sana. I think this is what she meant. Strip zile za sijui mtoe nguo
and sleep to the buyer. Umlalishe.
Okay. Unajua pia kuna changamoto ya lugha hapo. Nini kuna shida na matamuchi. Mimi nimesikia as if strip and wash the buyer.
Umtoe nguo, umlalishe, sleep the buyer, okay. And wash the buyer. Umuangalia, you watch the buyer.
Oh, watch the buyer.
Umtoe nguo, umlalishe na umuangalie. Asiibiwe.
Ladies and gentlemen, popote pale ulipo na chochote kile ambacho utakuwa unafanya jioni ya leo, na iwepo kuna rafiki yako ambaye ndiye amejitolea kuhakikisha kwamba your evening is getting blessed,
ndio Mkenya,
adhere to all that. Tumepatia Mkenya hizo ni points 5. I'm telling you, haitafika kesho jioni kabla hujapigiwa simu. Now, Mr. Wita, I'd like us to go to our first topic of the day.
Yes.
You know, politics is interesting and politics ni maisha. Hatuwezi hepuka siasa. And that's why the Focus Group will always bring to you matters to do with politics, matters to do with the state of the nation, and any other current affairs that are happening within our country. The other day, when the president had talked, a little later we saw the prime minister coming and it was a breaking news. Yeah, Baba akiongea ni breaking news.
Yes.
Hata rais mheshimiwa yake haiko kwa breaking news, but when Baba talked
ilikuwa breaking news.
Ilikuwa ni breaking news. Alafu kidogo hapo tukaona kutakuwa na mazungumzo baina ya the two camps, Azimio and KK. And I think it's coming to 2 weeks,
KK ni
Kenya Kwanza.
Oh, nimefikiria ni kihaf. Oh.
Please come back. We are still in the studio.
Okay.
So it's been 2 weeks and these two camps bado hawajafikiana. And there was an uproar. If we could refer to a video that went viral the other day when there was a presser by the Rarieda Member of Parliament, Honorable Otindi Amolo. This uproar came when the Kenya Kwanza faction appointed Adan Kainan, anaitwa Adan Kainan Welie, to be part of their team. Sasa hapo kidogo
Walihe.
Okay, tutaendelea. When Adan Kainan was elected by the Kenya Kwanza to be part of them, kidogo ndani ya Azimio Brigade kulikuwa na msukosuko. Na vile vile pia tukiangalia huyu mheshimiwa ambaye anaitwa Adan Kainan alikuwa mwakilishi wa eneo bunge la Northern Kenya pale ambapo panaitwa Wajir West kutoka 1997 to 2002. Kidogo tena alipumzika kidogo tena karudi 2007 to 2013.
Sio kupumzika, alingolewa.
I was just trying to be
polite.
To be polite.
I know.
And I think one of the elections that he went into parliament with was through the ODM party. So I think this is what is bringing a little bit of unrest for the Azimio Brigade now that the Kenya Kwanza wamemchagua ili aweze kuwa part of the bipartisan team that is going to be representing the Kenya Kwanza. Sijui kuna maoni gani kuhusu hayo?
Mr. Sharon, do you do Netflix?
Yes. Who doesn't?
Oh, you know, some people only do Netflix the first 15 seconds. After that, it's not Netflix anymore. Then you start making your own videos. Now, on a very serious note.
Yes.
There's it's called the Game of Thrones. Watu wengi walishindwa kuimaliza. I watched the whole thing. Now in the Game of Thrones, there is one lady who's very pertinent to power. And there's this comment that she repeatedly makes, that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Power is molded by a singular component. And if you alternate or misplace that it's loyalty, then you a snake that needs to be beheaded. You understand?
I get you.
So Mr. Adan was made by the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga.
And that's how he came into...
That is how he came...
of parliament.
Yes. And that is how he built a name for himself. So the moment he needs to shift camp, and he's deliberately placed on the opposite side to irritate Ama, to undermine the person they are supposed to make negotiations with. It not only, you need to post on that, it not only undermines the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. And that is why you see the Rarieda MP, Mr. Otieno Omolo, making such strong remarks.
Yes, please.
It is because that if I'm going to fight an enemy, and the enemy is using the traitor that crossed over to the other side as a weapon to fight me, then that is a very handicapped war. It is not a fair war. You get?
And I think that's why it's called the Azimio Brigade came out strongly, and I think that's even why they brought the presser. There's a term used, an enemy of the enemy is?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
And when Canaan was brought on board, I think that's what brought a little bit of an unrest.
Yes.
That the Azimio Brigade. And we still see the issues that were supposed to be discussed. I doubt whether any discussions have gone on, because we heard about opening the server, that was one, lowering the cost of living. Kila mtu anaumia saizi. Hata wale polisi ambao walikuwa wanatupa tear gas. Wanatupa tear gas, lakini sijui walikuwa narudi nyumbani kununua unga kwa bei gani. So
walishindwa kuinua bouncers wa Eric Omondi. Mtu anakuja na njaa, unaletewa mtu amekula kilo 5 ya unga. Na wewe umeshindwa kununua unga.
Unajua, I think when Eric Omondi was picketing, he was the only one who was arrested. His bouncers could not be touched.
They could never be touched.
Walijipaka mafuta bana.
This is the point. But a very good remark. Let me tell you something, Mr. Sharo. In the same movie, The Game of Thrones, there's a phrase that was used once by the same lady. And she said, a ship can withstand any force, any wave. But when the water is coming from the within, from within the ship will never withstand that. You understand why? Because the ship always swims in water, on water. But when the water is inside the ship, then that's something that the ship cannot withhold. Now, Aden Kinan is a force that was created by the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. And that is why you see them calling even the Heavy J a traitor. Do you know why? It's not my words. It's words that have been used by the Azimio camp. It is because when you place Aden Kinan to fight against, to mediate against the opponent now being the Azimio leader, it not only undermines the Azimio leader, it also creates an unrest within the two camps. Because this is someone who knows the tricks of the Azimio leader. This is someone that represented the Azimio leader at one point.
Before the so-called decamping happened. However, he talks strongly that he's still a member of the Azimio camp, and he is not a traitor. We both watched his last interview with a lady from one of the media houses platform, the digital platform, and he said he is not a traitor. He's just trying to serve the people of Langata, the people who elected him. And even said...
we've shifted to Jalas.
Pardon?
We've shifted to Jalas.
I'll just adding flesh. I'm just adding flesh to whatever you're saying. So Jalas is saying, however much people are saying that he is a traitor, he still has his stand that he is not. He's trying to do the best for his electorates who put him into office, and for him to perform, he has to be close to the president. You can proceed and bring it back.
That is what I'm saying, Mr. Yeah, I think I told you yesterday. You need to find another home because Homer Bay is not suiting you so much. You see how politics works. There is the Political Party Act, and there is the political party, the body that governs the political parties. There is a reason why we have multi-party in Kenya. You do not have to be within the president's camp for you to deliver for your people. We are not in a singular party country. This is a multi-party country. In whatever party that you are elected, you're supposed to be able to serve your people. And trust me that the last served the second most powerful party in this country. That is the ODM.
It is the largest.
You get? So, you're also giving opinions now. So now, please do not.
We are entitled to opinions.
This is besides the point. But this is what I'll tell you. It does not mean that you joining the president's camp, that's the only time that your constituency will get development. Let me ask you a question. Where do you come from?
Homer Bay.
Homer Bay. Who's your member of parliament?
Kaluma.
Kaluma. Is Kaluma in Jubilee? No. In UDA?
No,
so basically, you do not expect any development up until Kaluma joins UDA.
We really want to see our roads fixed.
No, I'm asking you a question right now. Yeah. There's an explanation you give that the last jumped into the president's camp to get development. I'm asking you a question. Do you expect development when Kaluma is in the opposition?
Yes, we do. Do
you expect that?
We need to see development happen.
Is that your right?
It is our right, our constitutional right and our right as citizens.
Then why are you saying that Jalas needs to be on the president's camp for you to expect development?
Actually, that was an extract and I mentioned it verbatim. That is what he said that. For him
I know. I'm actually quoting him, not you. I'm only asking you because you're here, he's not here. I'm only asking you that because you're here, he's not here.
Okay, you know, there is a lot that we're not seeing.
Exactly.
Beneath the water.
Yeah.
But now on the face value, that is what we're seeing, that is what is being represented to us, and that is what we live with. Until that moment that...
you see, Mr. Sharon, let me just cut you short kidogo. You see, a country does not need... there's a reason why we are not all mathematicians. There's a reason why we employ these people into these positions. Whatever is in the surface and whatever is in between the skin, that is not our issue. So coming to us telling us that there is a lot we do not see, it is not our issue. It is not our sin. We are not, what do you call them, rocket scientists. It does not have to be rocket scientists. This is what I know. Me as a Langata voter, I voted you in through this chama to go and do development for me. So telling me that there is a lot we do not see, it is not my sin. I do not care. I do not want to be a Frenchman here. So please let me not be a Frenchman and use some very difficult words. We do not care. We do not give an ini. So please stop telling us there is a lot we do not see. What we do not see is not. It is not our concern.
What we as the electorates want to see
is development. And if I elected you,
regardless of whatever
camp you are. So coming to me telling me the reason why you shifted from here to here is for me to get development. It is not, bro. If I wanted development from the government, I knew there was the government. I would have shifted to that camp and elected the member of parliament who was vying through the government ticket. You get?
I know this will go far.
Yeah,
but let me bring a question. Not even a question, but per se, but like a statement on just what you've said. The reason why Raila still threatens to return the Maandamano is one, because all the issues that they had, none has been addressed. Actually, the bipartisan panel has never even taken place. And that's why we were saying the Maandamano will be back, Maandamano in a parallel. Now, the two camps are sitting as they talk. And there's one issue that was brought, apart from the opening of the server, lowering of the cost of living standard, and the Chirera fall. There was a proposal to amend the constitution to bar elected leaders from hopping to other parties after elections. You can see how the Kenya Kwanza, not Kenya Kwanza, sorry, the Azimio camp has been affected. Their elected members were, quote, I think it is my speaker or something, my headphone, quote by quote, walinunuliwa. That's what they say. So immediately after elections, we were seeing people decamping. And Raila is proposing an amendment to the constitution so that these jumping of elected leaders from one camp to the other can be stopped. You are talking about that. Now that we say Honorable Jalaz has decamped or has moved to work close with the government so that he can deliver for people of Langat.
You see, I'll start with the first issue that you brought. Mr. Sharon, you see, the only bargain the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has is the maandamano. That is the only thing he has to bargain with. So here you have people whom the David Ndi, the dropping sound, said that
you have an issue with this guy. It's okay.
He said that, not me, and I think you have that. I think you have that post. He said that 500 shillings is if 500 shillings is something beer or something, and then he finished the remark by saying, "We are here, we are not going anywhere." You get? So the government is telling you, we are here, we've been elected, we've just started our term, and you are going to be here, we are not going anywhere. Unaweza piga kelele, unaweza fanya anything, we are not going anywhere. The only bargain that the right Prime Minister has is the maandamano. You get? So if the maandamano is going to align his way, if going to get him his way, then that is the only bargain he has. So he would rather have the parallel maandamano and the conversations. So if the conversation doesn't go well, because you know the government, it's like the defense and the accuser. You guess? The defense, as long as kesi inaendelea na yeye ana kesi akiwa nje hana shida. But the accuser needs his justice.
I'm getting you.
You get? So the government is still in power. Wanaendelea, like David D, he said, wanakula nyama yao, wametulia, hawana shida. But here is the mwananchi who's getting oppressed. The only bargain they have, the mwananchi now, is the maandamano. So if we remove this item called maandamano, then we have nothing to bargain with.
Now, you're trying to put it that the only true maandamano is how the Right Honorable Raila Odinga can pass whatever he wants.
Exactly. That is his only bargain.
We equally have the parliament.
Bwana Sharon, wear your headphones well. This is what I'm saying. You have the government. I'm giving you a very good example. You're in court. There is the defendant and there is the accused. You get?
Yes.
There is the defendant and the accuser. The accuser is the person who's been offended.
Yes.
The accused is the person with the money. You get?
Yeah.
So as long as they have money to place a bond and wakesi wakiwa nje, they have no issue.
I get you.
But the accuser needs his justice. They need to go to court and have their day for their justice. You get?
Yeah.
But they are not getting that. Ule mtu aliplace bond yake na yeye anakula huko nje tu anaendelea na stare yake. Alimuibia.
Huyu mwingine anaumia.
Huyu mwingine anaumia.
Na yeye ndio mwenye case.
Exactly. So the only bargain that is there is this maandamano to push these people to be at unrest so they can see that we have a push here. So if there is no this push, then hakuna kitu itawafanya, they will be comfortable. You get my point?
I get you.
Coming to your second point. The same parliament that you're telling Baba to use is the same parliament munamunyakulia numbers. You get my point?
I get you.
So here you have a parliament where Baba is supposed to go to parliament and fight with. Na bado the people say same people munamwambia pigane nao ndio hawa munawanyakua mkiwaambia kujeni hii pande ndio mpate maendeleo. Then how are we supposed to be fair?
Yeah, and that's the reason why I think the Azimio Brigade resorted to using the picketing and the mandamano.
Secondly,
Because one, for lack of a better word, I think the parliament is compromised.
it is compromised.
What wale wazito ambao ODM with the merged very many parties that made the Azimio Brigade, watu walinunuliwa kind of the other side. So Azimio doesn't have numbers in the parliament.
Let me tell you something.
You were talking about a second point.
Yes.
Because I'd like us to wrap this so that we can get to...
Let me finish on this.
Uh-huh.
You see, Langata was an area of the president, Koril. Koril was a member of the UDA, a very strong member of the UDA, and he was the incumbent. So I want you to see the amount of force that Baba took there to give Jalas that seat. If it was a fresh seat, the incumbent wasn't there, it was an easy job. But this was the incumbent. Na hii ni area the president.
Nixon
His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. I want you to see the amount of force that took Baba there. Now the amount of influence that Baba put in there for Jalas to get into that seat. So you saying that this person needs to shift camp so they can get development. I honestly don't get that. I won't even get to that anymore because that is the B for boy and S for sample of the highest level. But this is what I will say.
If
the two areas that Baba is supposed to negotiate with are compromised, then how do you expect him to negotiate?
Maandamano.
Exactly my point. Secondly, the same people you're placing here, it's the same people, Baba. It's like having the defense lawyer jumping onto the other side, na yeye ndio ana defend the other person, and you expect it to be fair. Mimi nilikwambia niliuana, alafu you are my lawyer. And you jumped to the other side.
Aliua.
And you expect the case to be fair. How? It is not only undermining to the next person, it is also very wrong. I do not see if you see the levels of wrong in this.
Yeah, I get the sense that that's the reason why when Kenan was brought on board, there was a little unrest ndani ya the Azimio Brigade. And I think this kind of conversations at times we need to get either Wakili Donald Mondi or Zaki Digi to help us crack it well, because I think they have more information about what really happens within the corridors of justice and matters to do with the politics.
Yes,
that will come. Now, I'd like us to shift a little, and before we shift, I'd like to remind you that keep the comments coming, keep watching, and keep staying with us. For you to make sure that your friend who is not watching us live now get to know what was happening, please share whatever we're bringing to you live, be it live or recorded, and please follow and subscribe on our both social media handle, that is on Facebook at Sharon Paul SP, Thuku Mwita Thuku, and on YouTube, find us on Sharon Paul Media and Thuku Mwita Thuku. Let us know what you'd like us to talk about, the interesting stories that you like us to bring to you every other day of the week as we engage and keep you people posted on what is happening within the current affairs. Now, I'd like us to catch just a little on maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes as we wind. Being a Friday, tusikazie watu sana na mambo na siasa. Acha watu changamke kidogo. Umeshasema Kasavera sijui nini imefanyika, lakini nataka tuguzie kidogo mambo na culture, religion and tradition. The limits that parents can have vis-a-vis we as the children as well can have on approaching some privacy for either sides. The reason why I'm talking about this is about a story that is really trending in Tana River, where a woman found her mother ndani ya nyumba ya boyfriend yake when he went visiting. Hii story sijui tuianzie wapi, manake sisi katika lugha ya from the Luo nation there's something called chira. There's for lack of there's no way I can even describe it in Kiswahili ama English. Truly, I think it's some evil spirit or something that when you find for instance, this is a lady found the the mother ndani ya keja ya boyfriend wake. You see, there's some things that are quite unspoken. And kuna ile kitu itakufuata ni ugonjwa tu fulani, wewe uko tu na maradhi fulani haijulikani, unaombewa, unafanyiwa nini, lakini hauponi hadi
in Kikuyu we call it plainly kerumi kirege kanyita andu aria mathire non lads kuiya mburi ciene na aria mamerire mathie ku makaiye mburi ciene kuoya kindu kia mundu kiu nikio gikamunyita. Yes. So now,
whatever that was, it sounded so funny.
So now, I simply said it is called a curse. Kirumi is a curse.
Yeah, actually, even to us, that chira is like a curse.
Yes.
Yeah.
The same thing that will catch the people who went and stole His Excellency's former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta goats.
I was telling, I think I have that story in one of the tabs.
Yes.
What wanarudisha kondoo bwana?
Ito kwa Kirumi. Intile idero. Ainaga mchezo. So now.
Kirumi. Okay.
So now. I did not. I just wanted to make that comment. I didn't have anything on this, but now I have to comment on this.
Actually, it was just a topic to be mentioned. We just laugh about it. And
there's a friend of mine. You see, the problem with this generation is tuko na ushamba mwingi sana. And most of us came from the village. And we want to show the world of how we've gotten ahead. So you came from the village, you came to Nairobi, and you got a little money, and ukafika Roysambu ama ukasarani ama ukaenda na hapo ukanunua kashamba na hapo Thika Road ama Kitengela ama Rongai ama na hapo
ka 50 by 100.
Yes. Ukajenga. Wewe ndio unaongeaga, hakuna mtu mwingine anaongeaga. You took your kid to a private school. Huyo mtoto hata umuongeleshaji hata muongeagi anakujaga house girl. Sijui nini. You start attending the same massages. Then the mother-in-law comes, you start going to the same massage palace in Thika Road.
Not Kilimani. We see them a lot outside.
Au hawafikagi Kilimani vile. Hapana, watu wa Kilimani ni wenye walizoea hiyo maisha. So they do not, even though they interact with their mother-in-laws, they do not go that far. Shida iko na hapa Thika Road. So you start interacting with your grandmother. So the whole point is, I'm saying to say, is that people are taking this Western thing too far. We are still Kenyans. We are still Africans.
And tradition,
and that
culture.
Is why you say, you had the president say, as much as we are going to embrace the LGBT, I do not know where the H went, as much as we are going to embrace the LGBT.
There's a Q.
Oh, there's a Q?
Yeah, at the end.
Where's the H? Now, as much as we are going to embrace the LGBT, we still need to understand that this is Africa. And we have our own traditions.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand? Exactly. As much as we respect the Westerns, and we are going to allow their Western culture into this country, they also need to understand that they have found this country with its own cultures, and the cultures that we uphold. You understand? We believe in curses. That is why you're seeing people returning properties that they stole from the former president, His Excellency. We call him Mugabe. The former president Uhuru Muigai wa Kenyatta, because we believe in such things. You understand? So when you have to indulge these things, being with your mother-in-law and all these things, then it is taboo. You understand? And people need to understand, please do not take this Western thing too far. It has its limits.
Let's keep it African.
Yes. Indulge your kids in all this African stuff that you see, but uphold whatever traditions that are there. You understand?
Yeah.
In Homa Bay, you say, usikule samaki in the same place with your mother-in-law. Please do that. What does it cost you? You understand?
Yeah.
If it is pizza, we understand. It is the same thing. You can share. But if it says, do not sleep in the same
roof, under the roof, the same roof.
Under the same roof. Circumstances will force, but do not take it far. You understand?
Yeah.
If circumstances are forcing you to, then the space provides for it. But if you're taking it a notch higher, please do not. We have our cultures, uphold them, do the necessary. I'm not saying please indulge. I also do that. Indulge your kids in the Western ways. It is good because it is the life we're living in.
To get the exposure.
Exactly. But do not take it that far. But if the need calls for it, if she looks like Sana Ipeitanda, then by all means.
Yeah, actually, I was just
help yourself.
I was just bringing this topic because we as Africans now, when we get back to our traditions, culture, and religion, it is very, very unfit and realistic, and it's something that should not even happen, and should not even be known. To hear that a girl has come visiting, alafu anapata mama yake ndani ya keja boyfriend wake. Hii kitu inaitwa chira. Nyinyi mnasema inaitwa aje? Kerumi. Yeah, I've actually got an extract from one of the online papers saying fear of curse or capture. Kenyatta's northern sheep thieves silently
wasome pole pole ndio wasikie. Pole pole tu.
Fear of curse or capture. Kenyatta's northland sheep thieves silently return them. Wale wezi ambao waliiba makondoo chini ya maji tu wanarudisha pole pole. Sasa sijui wale ambao walichukua wakaenda nayo wakachinja wakakula itakuwa vipi?
Taguruma kwa tumbo mpaka ukufa.
And just to wind on this story, it continued to say that the drama unfolded in Tana River on Wednesday, the 12th of April, when a daughter was ushered into her lover's home by her mom. It's very, very not interesting. The two got into an altercation that saw the mom run away from the scene as the daughter recovered. The lady, ambaye jina nadhani imefichwa kidogo, though amesema panaitwa Soni, disclosed that she had introduced her lover to her mom months before when she visited her ailing dad. It's a very sad story, and wazazi na watoto, tafadhali, let's know our limits, let's know what we can do, and as we proceed with our focus group discussion and
can I
conversations. Yes, please.
But then again, in the same story, but you still have to look at this thing in another eye. Nilikuambia kila kitu ni mahali umeketi. Look at this camera at this side. Mimi nikiangalia hii side naangalia nyuma. When you look at that camera unaangalia nyuma. But when I look at it this way, I'm looking at it at a whole new level. So when your mother-in-law is Sanaiveita, what do you expect to happen? I'm just asking.
I think we should get Sana one of these days to come and be our guest so that
we can get this over with.
Yeah, we can just indulge and get to know how far or how deep do we know things about our religion, culture, and tradition. Yes. Now, just to wind this discussion because it was supposed to be a very short one, but matamshi ni matamu na kila kitu kishwari humu ndani. Ningependa kutuma shoutouts kwa wale ambao wamekuwa nasi hapa. Tuko na this is I think we need a makeup artist inside here. Ninaambiwa my forehead is really shining.
Kona kofia. Is it mine ama kwani wanakuambia in reverse? Mnani amesema hivyo?
Naambiwa sura yangu inameremeta sana. Yeah, this is Brandon Chuchu, a very good friend, and I think you the classmate to my brother Gaddafi. Amesema yuko ndani. Huyu anaitwa Rapudo Raps Akinyi. Amesema amesema uso yangu inang'ara bwana. Itabidi tufanye mambo hapo. Some of the comments kidogo zimepotea, lakini tutakuwa tunazipata. Na kama kawa atupendangi kumaliza bila kutuma shout-out kwa wale ambao leo ni birthday yao. Leo kuna birthday. Any friend of yours who is celebrating the birthday?
The focus group is celebrating the birthday.
Yeah, the focus group is 1 year old. Mr. Mwita, you've done a very good job. Congratulations and
we have done a very good job.
I'm coming to that. Congratulations and a lot of appreciation for bringing this baby on board. I joined way later when the baby was already crawling, and we can say it's been tough, and it is still tough. But one day at a time. Ipo siku.
One step.
Yeah,
one foot in front of the other.
Yeah. Na ipo siku kila kitu kitakuwa shwari. Tuzidi kuzidi, na wherever you're watching us, please keep those subscription coming, keep following, keep leaving a comment so that we can get to understand the depths of and the discussion that you like us to bring to you, so that the focus group can be as interesting as you would like it to be. Sharon Paul SP on Facebook, Thuku Mwita Thuku on Facebook, and Sharon Paul Media on YouTube, and Thuku Mwita Thuku as well on YouTube. Today we are live on Sharon Paul Facebook, for Sharon Paul SP on Facebook, and Thuku Mwita Thuku on YouTube. Tukimalizia, ndugu kaka brother, birthday zimepotea hapa sizioni. Give them a parting shot, brother. Ni weekend na ni Friday na mambo ni mengi. It's been is it emancipated? How do you say it? It now belongs to someone else. You cannot use it anyhow you like. So today it's Friday. It's the 14th of April 2023. It's been let me say a rough year, but a lot of blessings within the same year. Yeah, we're in April. Remember, I
became a father to a son in the same year.
Month?
No, the same year.
Oh,
yes. The same year between the focus group.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Economy ni mbaya bwana, acha mambo sasa.
Mr. Mwita became no hapana. Lazima tuendelee. That is why we work hard man. Who do you work hard for?
Kidogo tu nimepata the birthdays. If you are anywhere watching, please you can help us to share birthday wishes to. This is Lennox Chieng Walapo Onyasha, who is a very good friend of mine. Hey, Job Owenyo. These are persons that I really respect. He gave me my very first job. Kabla niende ta college. Huyu jamaa ni rafiki yangu sana.
Patia kazi ya nini?
But I was working in a very executive office, man.
What were you doing?
Hey, I was the managing. I was something managing, not the managing director, but I was managing a section within the farm. It was a farm where we used to do check. We could change checks to cash. Ukona check, lakini hauna bank account, ama unataka ile pesa ya haraka. So we could take a commission, we go and liaise with the bank, unapatia pesa yako. Ilikuwa tamu. Bana, mimi nilikuwa nangara kama bank bana. People used to think I was working in the bank. Mr. Jobo Wenyo, happy birthday. We have Michael Obute. This is an alumni from Kenya Institute of Management, and it was Faith Karanu. Pia najitanga ASP. Suti Felix, Lubanga Isanda, Judith Agere, asante sana. Kuna jamaa wangu fulani pale pale Daniel. Wako wengi sana. Agnes Okech, wako wengi. Berry Lodoshe, Judith Agere. Malizia. Okay, doctor. Oh, this is a alumni tukua na high school. Maliza bwana, tutoke. Ni dakika 11 zimegonga ndani ya saa 1 za jioni.
Now may the grace
of our Lord Jesus Christ,
and the love of God,
and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit
be with us now
and forevermore.
Amen.
Enjoy your weekends responsibly, and tafadhali,
and don't forget the 5 rules. Zenda kununuliwa na mtu.
Musisahau the 5 rules. Entertain the buyer. Usikunywe haraka more than the buyer, and Mr. Director, you can cut us.